Welcome to the new episode of CPT Custom Coach Works. Today we'll be working on the SR5 Toyota Corolla. Some primer on the back, on the rear end of the car, and then under the fenders where the fenders normally chill. So just behind the fenders, I'm just going to sort out some of that rust because we do have some rust over there. And then, so we can just basically get straight into it. Let's just do it, bro. Jeez. I don't know why people got to start talking in front of the camera before you can just start working on the car. So I think I'm just going to cue the camera and we can get going, I don't want to waste your time, I won't waste your time. I might waste your time. Am I wasting your time? Anyway, guys, let's hop into this video. Let's just get it all sorted, Bree. What we're going to be doing, just get some of the primer on the rear end, orbital sand, some of the rust surface over here, like the rust runnings is what I call them. And then, just over here, this was originally black and this car has been sprayed before, so there is still some like the white overspray or the prime overspray that's sitting over here. But the client does want this color matched to the car, to the color that I'm spraying the car. So we're going to sort that out today, and some of the rust mountings, or not the rust mountings, like where the door normally mounts, some rust around here. Just get some prime on here, exactly the same on the other side. it. So I got most of the sanding done. There was some body filler work that needed to be done on the corner, so I basically got that all. I got that all sorted out. But what I want to do now is I want to get some of that 1K primer on, because as you can see, like some of the factory prime over here and the bare metal on this side and that side, like it does mess with my vision a bit. So I can't really see the details. So once that 1K primer on, which is basically like a solid color, where I can see what else needs to be done. So there's no harm in putting some 1K primer on and taking it from there. So that's the next step. So what I'm gonna do now is just mask it up, that none of the overspray gets into the boot. So this is the outcome. I masked up on the edge over here because we still need to do a lot of filler work on the rubber holder, whatever you call that thing, on the seam. On the seam, breathe the lawns, Chana. But so yeah, so I masked that up. So what I basically did is I used the primer as a guide coat, so I could see more of what's going on. This is still pretty straight. There's just still some tape here. Yeah, I'll take some of that tape off now. But I wanted to see, like this for instance, I can't see this with all the factory primer and the metal in the way. I can only feel it with my hand. So I really wanted to get a more of like a visual picture of what's happening. So I used the primer as a guide coat. So now you can see we need some work over here. This is all good. There's some chip over here. See, I would have never picked this up unless I filed properly. So that's why I put the 1K primer on. But as you can see, there's a little chip over there. And this is still pretty decent. The light does hide this, but I do want to do my job properly and get it sorted out. So there is some over there. Here where the number plate goes, this is still pretty straight. Yeah, you can see there's another little chip mark over there. Now I can fill in all that, all that details and just fucking get going, China. Another one over here. Sorry, the primer's still a bit wet, but that's all right. And you can see some of the work over here, but the bumper does go here. Yeah, so that's that, guys. After the primer guard coat. How's my China's? It's the next day. We actually got a lot of work done last night, which I am very, very, very happy about. We finished off the rear end, behind where the fender chills, like the frame of the body. I got some on that side, and I'm gonna finish the other side now, but I'm not gonna record any of that. The roof today, I wanna do around the windscreen over here. And the back is actually in really good condition, what I'm happy about. It's only the corners, there was a little bit of rust here when we grinded it down. But the back is, I'm so happy that I don't have to do any filler work on the back windscreen. So I'm gonna be doing some of the rust here on the roof. As you can see, just orbital that down, put a little bit of putty there, sand it down and get some prime on here. And then I wanna get some filler on, some fiber filler on the front of here where we've grinded, because there is body filler here as far as I remember. So the body filler does stretch here, so I might sand down and see how far that goes and then get some new filler on there. And then sort out this area, the top area of the car basically. And then I'm not gonna do the gutters today because the gutters will take some more time and I'm a one-man working here. But yeah, so we'll get all of that sorted out today. Cool beans, let's hit it, boys. I also forgot to mention that I do want to strip the radiator out, get this radiator out. So I want to drain the radiator, get this out so I can work on the frame and get all this wiring away, so I can work on the front end of here. You can see there's some rust over here, and then just sort some of this out, put some prime and black over this just to, you know, keep it from breaking, and work the front end. So maybe we might get that done today, maybe not, but we shall see. So that's actually the first thing I want to do. I actually want to strip this. I want to strip this. I don't know, let's get into that maybe. Alright, so I have the bowl set up. I have some extra paper just in case, because this is our poly spray, but as you can see, like the lighting and stuff. Anyway, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to disconnect this pipe here and then drain straight in to that bowl. Yeah. Let's hit it, boys. Let's hit it. I'm thinking that this is the lowest point of the radiator. I can't feel any draining plugs, anything around here. So what I'm going to do is, so this to me looks like the lowest point. So I have a bowl set up, paper set up. I'm just going to unscrew here, normal flat, and then see if, there shouldn't be any antifreeze in here. Antifreeze isn't like very popular in South Africa because it doesn't really get that cold here. Well, it does get cold, but you know, like not freezing cold. That makes sense. So it should just be water in the radiator. Yeah. So let's unplug it, gents. Let's see what's happening here. Yeah, it's just water. This part here was much better because I was kind of wedged in here, and that pipe couldn't pull without releasing that one, so it's just flowing from there. But once most of it, yeah, it's just water, guys. Just water. I want to pull this pipe off here. Make it get it out there. This pipe is like really, really stiff. she comes, Bree. Oh, that's pretty faulty, dude. I don't think that's really good. Alright, cool. So we got the radiator drained now. I want to take the radiator out, but it is still thick. Like, this is obviously not the SR radiator. So instead of stripping the fans over here and then taking the fan out and then taking the radio off, or another radiator, what I'm going to do is, it looks like there's 2 bolts here, 2 bolts there. And it looks like this whole front thing come off. And if it does come off, this will come off with it. I've already loosened it at the bottom, so then this will just hook off with, and then we can just unscrew the bolts, and then I think we're A4 away. Alright, so I got the primer on the roof, but just where I wanted to be, because I must still do the gutters over here, so I must still fix that and sort all of that stuff out. But I got it basically in the middle of where there's no body filler work or so. There is a rust spot over here that must get filled, and another rust spot over here that needs to get filled. And then I must do the gutters, and then obviously do some of the fiber filler here in front. So I basically stopped the primer here, so I have space to work. But I got the primer where I wanted the primer to be for now, and then I'm so tired, but we got to hit on. I think I'm gonna hit this one next. But yeah, I'm gonna do some filler work now. So I'm gonna get my filler ready, my fiber filler. Now fiber filler is like a fiberglass filler that I use. Normally it's stronger, so like for corners and edges, and for like general spots if something might have to happen, like maybe knock the corner of your bumper or so, that it won't crack as much as body filler would. It's more stable, it's more durable. That's the word I'm looking for. But yeah, let's just get into it, guys. Straight, and boom, you're A for away. Everyone, I have to run some errands now for the rest of the Sunday, so I had to cut the day short. I was planning on working like the rest of the night, but something came up which I'll just have to sort out. And thank you everyone for watching and tuning in, and I shall catch you on the next one, bruh.